To install this MaxxAir fan into my roof, which means I have to cut a hole in my roof, and it absolutely terrifies me. So I have all the things I need lined out. This is the fan and up all the parts. I'm gonna need a screwdriver and drill bits to help me drill the holes, all my safety stuff, the jigsaw to actually cut the hole, and the lap sealant, some marking stuff. This is the tape that goes around the flange, and then some simple green and alcohol so that I can clean the roof thoroughly before I cut the holes or put down the sealant. And then inside the van I have a plastic bag there to catch the fiberglass so that it won't get everywhere, but I'm also going to put my tarp across my seats. Wish me luck. So you can see I'm trying to clean this area off where I'm going to be mounting, where I'm going to be cutting a hole at, so that it doesn't have any residue, and the sealant actually will stick, you can see. And I'm using just basic rubbing alcohol to help to remove the residue off of the roof. Here I am measuring out my 14 by 14 inch square that I'll be cutting into the fiberglass roof. I am adding this blue tape to help me as a guide as I prepare to put a hole in my roof, guys. Oh my gosh, this is so scary, but it has to be done because I need to breathe. So after I measured it out twice, I marked these corners, and that's where I marked these corners up. That's where I'm going to be putting my initial drill holes into the ceiling before I begin to cut it with my jigsaw. So let's see how this all plays. Alright, so that first hole is in, and we're finishing this off. Here I'm cutting the hole. I'm actually cutting it smaller, and then I will work my way out to the 14 by 14. I just was very scared about cutting the hole way too big and trying to figure out how I can fix that. So I started by cutting the hole very small and then going from there. Just as a note, the plastic bag did not work. Tons of fiberglass in there, but we have a hole. Okay, so after recutting a little bit, because I cut it too small just to make sure I didn't make it too big, I got my hole in the van, and yeah, time to install that fan before it starts raining. So now I have to use my razor blade, and I'm going to be putting a seal right around the outside of this flange piece. So I'll be using this. It's supposed to be what RVers use. So we're going to be putting on
There's probably a technical term for it, but it's like a little plastic thingy piece. But I'm gonna be adding around the outside.
When adding this sealant on, you don't want the pieces to overlap. You want them to be just perfect on the square, because it might give you a problem when you're trying to add the decor lap sealant on and not seal well.
To cover all the screw holes all the way around, and then I take it off. I'll take the other piece off and then I'll slide it in that way. But first, let me go get the screws. I wish I had like an extended arm that I can just do bionic arm and reach down there and get it. But sometimes I don't be smart like that when I leave stuff. Now you just stick right there and you press it in around there. Press it. Now I need to screw the screws in there that they gave me. And since the roof goes this way, I'm going to start this way in the center, and I'm going to go out. I got a hole, guys. It's fitting in. Now I'm going to sweep off the roof, and then I'll come back to start to seal it in. I'm so excited. Alright, so I'm trying to get these two little pieces. So this side is level, but this side is not. So I'm just taking my pliers and I'm just kind of working it. So I just lift it just enough so that it can see the holes in there. This one is good. And then try to in there. Make sure when you put it in, that this part goes down.
Here I am trying to put the fan onto the flange evenly so that I can screw them into those metal brackets that you see on the sides. This was probably the most difficult part for me because I could not get them to line up properly, and I had to keep taking the fan off and readjusting it, trying to get it put into the right place.
This part is hard, guys. Get these screws to line up.
Yay! Finally, I got it in correctly. It's all aligned, and I'm placing those screws in there. This installation was very hard for me, but I got her done, and now it's time to see if it works.
Alright, so look at there. We got a fan. Parker got a fan. Parker coming up in the world. Parker got a fan. Woo! I'll be hooking it up to electrical hopefully over the weekend. I want to get that roof up there and then I'll start on that.